If any of my content ever makes you think that I'm like some guru or like I have everything figured out, I want you to know that I am full of shit, because I do not have everything figured out. I have a lot more figured out than I did before when I was younger, because I've gone through lots of shit, just like you probably have. But I am by no means like some everything's perfect guy. In fact, no one really is. What I do have is 20 plus years of fucking failing and flailing all over the damn place, where I've had to learn things in order to reinvent my life. And that is true. Growing up as a child, I still remember like when I was 10 years old, if you would have asked me about my family life, I would have told you I had the best dad probably in the world in my mind. We always played, did all the things. And what I didn't know growing up is that he was struggling with bipolar disorder and schizophrenia, and it was getting worse. And my parents ended up getting divorced, and the dad that used to be a superhero started to not be that anymore. Was angry and like irrational. And the schizophrenia, I don't know if you've ever dealt with that, but it's like, imagine someone believing in things that aren't true or hearing things that aren't real, but they believe they are. Like if I told you right now you were not watching this video, you would argue with me because you are watching this video. But if I told you you weren't, you would still argue with me. Like that's what it was like. There'd be nights, like as an example, where I'd be sleeping and my door would get kicked off the hinges and he would come in and just be fucking screaming at me about something that never happened. You want to talk about mindfuck? It was for shit that never happened. So like it was really kind of twisted. And I always told myself about like how so many people have it worse. That's true. But that's not like, doesn't mean you're not still impacted by those things, Like there are always people that had it worse than you. There just will be. And there's people that are gonna have it way better than you. It just will be. It doesn't change the impact on your own life, I don't know where I was going with that other than, I guess, to give you some context about my life, is that's how I started out. We were super poor. I was embarrassed as a child of my family and going to school, like all these things. I struggled with acne and things of that nature. Fast forward a little bit, as a young adult, I moved out because the house just fucking absolutely sucked to live in. And I tried to figure life out. College wasn't for me. I dropped out of college. I bounced around these shitty jobs. I didn't understand how to manage money at all because I was never really taught growing up. So I racked up debt. I started a company because I saw some get rich quick course that was kind of bullshit, but I guess it kind of worked like in a really fucking long way. But anyways, the business failed. I become bankrupt and I'm fat, I'm overweight, I have acne, I have a toxic relationship that's like not good, and I'm just stuck, man, and life is not very good. Fast forward, get arrested, I go through all these things, and it's like life fucking sucked, but I kept going because I just felt like there had to be a way to make things better, so I just kept going. So that arc of like being in that shitty space for so many years of my life, and I have reinvented myself. I've started companies, I kept starting them, kept failing by the way, and then eventually they started to work. And as of today, I've started several companies that I've sold for millions of dollars. I currently own companies that I have a passive role that just pay me monthly and I don't have to do much with it. That is all real because I learned how to do these things. I was 70 pounds overweight. That's real. And now I share it with you just so you can appreciate, like, I've been there, man. So like, anyways, so I've gone through that arc. I was 70 pounds overweight. I've lost that weight. I've worked out. I've randomly joined the military just to fucking change things. I've now found a beautiful wife who loves me and I love her, and it's like really solid. I have an awesome family with 2 young children, 2 dogs. Like I live what now is very much like the dream I always had. I have those things now. So when I talk to you or I try to explain some of the tactics I've used, like the fear ledger or whatever it is, it's based off of real life. But it's not because I've figured it out. I've just figured out some of it. So when now I've been working on coaching people and stuff because I like to try to help other people who are in that same shitty spot because it fucking sucks. So yeah, I'm not a guru. I don't have everything figured out. I've just gone through the shit, so I'm trying to share that story with people. I am trying to help the me from years ago because I can do shit to help that person. I still struggle with like different fears that hold me back. I'm just more aware of them now so that I can address them sooner so I don't spiral the fuck out of control. Anyways, I think that's mostly what I wanted to say. I have this YouTube channel. I want to share with you what I've learned, but it's not because I'm fucking special. It's because I've just done it. That's it. If that helps someone, that's the whole point, okay? I'm not going to show up fake But if you are watching this, I want you to know that you're getting the real me, all right? And that we'll just keep showing up, improving together. That's the hope of this whole community. That's the whole idea behind everything we're building, is to build a life based on what matters to you. That's why I call it the hidden path, because it's hidden in plain sight. There's probably more, but in reality, my kids just got home, so they're gonna fucking dump in here soon, which is cool. Don't know if that serves any value at all, but it serves value for me, so I'm gonna post it and we're gonna see what happens. And for those of you that have been here, early adopters, thank you so much for doing that. You don't know how much it means. It's like, it's changed my perspective on how I show up for other creators, because like a simple comment can change someone's life in a positive way. A positive comment, I should say. You know, I get enough of the shitty ones. So thanks for being here. Let's keep it going. I'm gonna be real with you. We'll see where it goes. Thanks for listening to my rant, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.